Hello everyone, this is Casual Talk here. This is part 2, the day in the life of an environmental services cleaner. As you can see here next door, my coworker is in there cleaning in one patient's room, and this is known as discharges. Basically, patients that are discharged, we are requested and assigned by these devices here. As you can see here, that's the in progress, that's the time, that's the room I'm assigned. 521. It tells me the area, the location, and it says the type of bed cleaning it is. It's a discharge. Sometimes the discharges would either say contact, COVID, any other disease, and sometimes the nurses or the text that requests the patient rooms to get clean, they would add a comment here in case there's anything that needs to be known. Right now it's in progress. That's the timer right here. And once the room is done, I hit complete here. Okay. All right. As you can see here, I'm gonna do a small tour of a patient room. That's the sterile cycle. This is where they put all the needles and the blood and draw the blood, and all the disposable goes in here. Once it's full, our responsibility is to use one of our keys, which is like our little janitor keys. It's what we use to change like paper towels and stuff like that. We use it here, unlock this, take this out and switch it with an empty one. Okay. This is a discharge room. So the patient just left for today. This is how their bed looks before. I'm gonna do a before and after video. That's one of the machines that the nurses use. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that I gotta clean. These sheets and pillow sheets is gonna all go in the linen. Anything that is disposable for, like, to collect pee or poop, like that blue paper thing right there. I don't know how you call it, but that is gonna go in the trash. Okay. As you can see, it's really dirty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dispose of a lot of things, even used products like the box of tissue, stuff like that has to get thrown out. We have to sanitize and clean chairs like this with the wipes. Even though this looks like it was not used, it looked like it was touched and it was moved. So I'm gonna have to definitely put and dispose of everything in the blue linen bags, or purple if they don't have any blue linen bags. Windows will have to be sanitized. We will have to go forward and check the drawers here to make sure that patients did not leave anything behind. Okay. And this is locked in, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna hit the green here so I can move it. See, it's empty. Everything looks good. Moving forward, we're gonna check the closets here. Patients sometimes leave their coats or their belongings in here as well. Gotta make sure it's good and emptied out. I'm gonna have to turn that off. I need to find the remote. Give me 1 second. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna have to hit TV here. Turn the TV off. Okay. Patient board, clock, mirrors will have to get cleaned. Let me turn this light on. Okay, perfect. Trash can here. This has to go in the linen. Just make sure no one's in here. All right. As you can see here, this is the patient's restroom. That's the tissue, like I showed you from the first video of the day in the life as an EVS tech. This is the tissue that is used for patient rooms, and then we place it in here. Okay. And funny thing is, this has a little shower head here for the toilet. So I guess this is a superficial thing for patients. I don't know what this is 100% for. Might need to ask a nurse in the future. That's for emergency purposes, in case the patient, falls or is an emergency. They pull for help and, contact the nurses or whoever's in the area that could help them out. How their shower, bathroom and everything looks, that has to be disposed of. That's where the pee and poop goes for the patients. that has to be discarded as well. This is the linen bag with the sheets and the bed sheets, pillowcases, and whatnot. And that's the purple bags that's specifically normally used for the Hercules sheets, but we would normally use this as a backup in case we run out of blue bags for all the linen and all the bed sheets, pillowcases, blankets, and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start, and I'm gonna show you the aftermath as well. Okay, and some of the products that I used before that. So moving on. Okay, moving on with the video. These are the AF3 wipes, the regular wipes that we would use for non-contaminated rooms and contaminated rooms with people with diseases like tuberculosis, of COVID and whatnot. That's when we use the bleach wipes. Okay, so I would take some here. Okay, take this here, fold it up as much as possible. All right, do my best to show demonstration. Okay, once it's folded like that, we will go ahead, take a look at the walls, see what has to be wiped down. My personal preference, I like to wipe down the walls. You know, people could put their hands on this. Okay. All right, I would wipe the pulls here. All right, make sure it's clean and taken care of. All right, I'm gonna wipe the walls here. Make sure that's good. And I'm gonna take care of this because you know people could touch here as well, including the patient. You never know if they pick their nails or anything like that. I would wipe the shower head down sometimes and wipe here as well. Okay, it's just common sense. You basically are wiping and taking care of places and spots where you know most likely a person is going to touch with their bare hands. That's basically what we're wiping down. Okay, stuff like that. All right. Stuff like this we also wipe as well. So I'm gonna wipe here, wipe like that. All right. People would touch anything anywhere from this. Alright, as for the toilet, we'll use the toilet bowl scrubber here. Okay, start scrubbing here as best as possible. Okay. 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 Make sure that goes in the toilet. Looks like it's about done. And it looks good. Gotta make sure to watch out for any residue, poop stains, or anything like that. Okay. Okay. Put that back. Flush this here. Anything that's left over, I'm gonna use the AF3 wipes and just wipe all around. And we're gonna continue the video from here on out, or after I clean this restroom up. One of the last things that I do before closing the door on the restroom is that we will use the Swiffer mop and put a disposable mop on it that's nice, firm, and wet, and then we will mop our floors away. They're color coordinated. Red is for the restrooms and blue is for the outside rooms and everything else. All right. As you could see here, going back, this is some of the after things that I've done. This is the sanitary loop paper that we put over the toilet to let the patients know and the nurses know, staff knows that whenever as soon as they come into this patient room, that they know that the toilet is clean and sanitized. Okay. Moving forward here, this is the IV pole. This is what they use to put this machine here. I don't know the specific name for this, but I can see this is called a Laris pump and a Laris PC. This is basically like the monitor of the patient, you know, for drawing blood and whatnot, infusions, things like that nature. Okay, sometimes this post would have the water and the blood on top of that. We would take care of the water, and we could take care of this as well ourselves and remove it on and off as necessary. And for the blood, the nurses would be the ones that'll take care of that, because we're not allowed to touch the blood because of the diseases, contaminations, and stuff. That's more for the nurses and the doctors and the staff that is authorized to touch patients' bloods and bodily fluids and whatnot. Okay, that's how it looks in the back. All right. Sometimes we would take the curtains off if it's a COVID or a diseased room. Regular rooms, we never touch these or mess with these at all. We just leave them where they're at. Okay, moving on, I'm going to continue taking care of this, removing the linen out, putting in this purple bag here, and then moving them all out and stripping this room. Okay, I'm going to move forward and show you how it looks like after all this is done. All right, and we are back, and now this is the aftermath of the strippedness of all the linens and trash here. Okay, this is the restrooms. I mean the patient restroom. It's finally done and complete. It's mopped up, taken care of, all tidy and nice. Next things I'm gonna have to take care of is, of course, sanitize the sink, the rest of the room, like the closet, the IV patient pole. Gonna have to sanitize all over, including in the computer here for the nurses and the techs, and the bed here is gonna have to definitely get wiped down, taken care of. This is the controllers here. Okay, that's to go down. Make sure we get that set up all the time, so that way it looks nicely taken care of, done, prepared, and neatly done for the patient. I have to move that cord here. That belongs to the patient's TV. It's the TV remote. Okay, put that all the way down like that. Make sure that's down as well. Rise it up. I normally prefer to go halfway. Some of my coworkers prefer us to go a lot higher than this, but the reason being is to look for everything to look presentable after the finishing touch, and it's just easier for us to put the bed sheets on for the patient's beds once everything's cleaned and sanitaried and completed. So let me move this. Okay, all right. I'm gonna put the arms down right now. This is the last one here. All right, that's done. All right, I'm gonna move forward and start cleaning all these up right now, and I'm gonna show you the results from here on out. Before moving on to the final part of the video, as you can see here, I've already properly wiped with the sanitation wipes, the aka AF3 wipes that I've showed around the beginning of the video. Everything is completely clean. The only thing that I have to take care of before leaving the room is putting the pillowcases on, bed sheet as a whole, and the coverings, and simply mopping my way out. Okay, sometimes here and there we put wet floor signs as well to let people know, or nurses know before bringing a patient in that the floor is wet. They just gotta be careful. It's common sense. Okay, I'm gonna get these here. Okay, I'm gonna walk over to our authorized personnel only biohazard room. This is where the waste goes. Scan my badge. Okay, the trash that I got here is gonna be dumped in there. That's where the trash goes. This is where the bed sheets go, aka the linen. Purple bags normally is used for the Hercules sheets, the Hercules brand, or if we run out of the blue bags or the regular blue linen bags, we use the purple ones. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little tour here. That's where the bio goes, like pee, bodily fluids, things like that. We bag them up in these red bags here. There's yellow bags, but I forgot what those are for. I don't take care of them, another company does. Okay, we put extra stuff in here. Okay, and gonna be moving forward from here on out. Okay, we are at the end of the video. This is the second and final part of the life of a environmental services cleaner, aka EVS technician. This is the final work, the final presentation. As you can see, I mopped that floor up. It's all shiny and clean. Obviously, it is part of my job. This is what I've also mentioned in the video. Everything is clean, sanitized, taken care of. Sometimes here and there I'll use these wipes. I'm not supposed to, but this is more so for the staff, nurses, and whatnot. Sometimes when I run out of the regular wipes that I would get from my supervisor, I would use wipes like this, or I would use like a washcloth, and I would spray down with the solution, the chemicals that they would recommend us use. Okay. Yeah, everything is all tidied up here. Bed sheet looks smooth and clean. That's the TV remote and the phone for the patient. So this room is all ready to go. I've already hit complete on my device, so that way my supervisor knows that, and the nurse staff on the 5th floor or the floor that I'm working on, that they know and they get that the message that, okay, this room is now done and complete and it's ready to be used for the next patient. Okay, so I'm going to end the video here. This is Casual Talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.